Knee push-ups are an extremely underrated exercise, whether you're a beginner trying to use them to build up to your first push-up, or whether you're intermediate using them at the end of your push-up session where you can't do any more, but you want to still squeeze out a few reps to fully burn out the muscle and get the maximum benefits, or whether you're advanced and you try to use them like I did to learn more advanced transitions, to transition from knee push-ups all the way pressing up into a handstand. We're going to cover all three cases in this video, everything you need to know about knee push-ups, starting with a quick assessment so that you know where you can start and then taking it on from there. Please don't run away. I only took my shirt off so you can better see how I'm engaging my muscles. First, we're going to start with an assessment. And here you just want to lay down, tense all of your body, bend your knees, put your hands under your shoulders, and try to pick yourself up. If you can do that, you're actually ready to start repping this and just do knee push-ups from there. Don't worry about the form too much. Tense your whole body so we're making sure we're not like arching like this. Tense your body enough to be able to push up like this. And as soon as you can do about 10 of those 4 sets where you get 10 each time, then start filming yourself and start becoming more picky about form. Being very picky about form at the very beginning is gonna hinder your progress more than it's gonna actually help you in my experience. So once you can do 10 of those 4 times, then we start being picky about form. So we want to see that we're not bending at the hip too much. We're straight and locked and the pelvis is tilted forward like this or tilted backwards if you count the top. And you want to make sure that your shoulder blades are glued to the rib cage. So what do I mean? If you're doing this, then the shoulder blades have disconnected from the rib cage. Instead, you're always engaged and the shoulder blades are always glued to the rib cage, so you can isolate the movement to the muscles that actually need to be working. Now, what if you did this assessment and you couldn't pick yourself up? Now, here a lot of people will suggest wall push-ups. In my experience, although this is easier, it doesn't really help you connect with the right muscles. What I like to do instead is 2 versions of tabletop push-ups. So, get into a tabletop like this, and in the first version, the easier version, allow the hips, this angle, to change. So I'm pushing like this, right? So you see, my thigh is not moving very much. And once this gets easier, I like this way more, but it's harder, is now we don't allow the hips to change. So now instead of moving around this joint, I'm moving around this joint. You see the whole body is tilting down. This is significantly harder. Now, for this one, you might have to use a yoga mat. You might have to fold it a few times for the knees, but the knees do adapt over time and adjust, so you don't have to do that anymore. Now, what do you do if you get more advanced and this becomes too easy, the push-ups become too easy, and working on your form has become too easy? What you want to start doing now is obviously work on the full push-ups, but at the same time, start using knee push-ups with a lower hand placement. What does that mean? So if knee push-ups here with the hands directly under the shoulders is a bit too easy, just lower the placement here and it's suddenly so much harder. Lower the placement a little bit and it's suddenly so much harder. And believe me, if you lower the hands far enough, one day what happened to me is you'll lift your body a little bit and be like, whoa. So what happens is like you're here and you're like all tense, you lower and you're like, whoa, I just lifted my entire body weight. And if you work on that and at the same time, obviously you're working on handstands, you can push all the way from there into a handstand. So I realized it's just nicer for the video if I actually show you instead of just talking about it. If I lay down, and this is obviously working on knee push-ups, but also working on the handstand, you grip your hands low enough and you just push up into your handstand. Amazing. If you liked this video, please consider subscribing or leaving a comment. I offer online coaching or in person if you live in San Diego, so feel free to reach out if you're interested in that.